The filter of choice for my cameras is PolarPro. They're the filters that I have used for the longest time, ever since the Peter McKinnon X PolarPro VND filters first came out. I picked up the original, well, I picked up the Signature Edition 2 ones, and I used that for the longest time until it broke. And I still have it here. I haven't gotten rid of it. Look at that. I don't know if you can tell. Look at that. That's gone. I kept it as a keepsake for my stupidity, to remind me of my stupidity rather, because this thing, it served me very, very well. I mean, it was the primary main filter that I was using for the longest time. And these things are really good, but they come at a premium price. And premium price for premium quality is what I like to think. And I'm willing to pay that price in most situations because the filters are, for me, just that good. I love the haptic feedback. I love the look of them. The quality is great and they're trustworthy. I've never had any problems with any of them. But recently I have moved from threaded filters. I've still got a couple. I've got the Short Stash Mist PL one right here, and I've got the PLVND Mist PL Edition 2 right here, which I've been using quite a lot. So these have been serving me amazing. Recently, I moved to the Helix MagLock system, which is this magnetic system, which is really, really nice and easy to use because it just makes sense. So I'm just tired of switching filters across different lenses and having to thread and unthread. So I thought, let me bite the bullet and just go all in on the Helix MagLock system. But they do come at a premium price. If you're willing to pay that price, they're definitely worth it, is what I think. So PolarPro have been very kind so as to send me over a couple of their filters to try out and keep. And this video is not sponsored by them. I have historically, and you can see from my channel, historically been a supporter of PolarPro filters because I just like them. They're really good. They are good quality and they do the job for me and they work well for me. So I vouch by them. Always have been a believer, but now PolarPro have sent me a couple of more. This is not a sponsored video, like I said. Yes, they did send these to me, but they have not asked me to make this video. They have not asked for a review. Everything I have said and will be saying in this video on my own. So what I just thought really was to unbox these live because these are some very interesting filters and I will be making a bunch of other content on them, individual reviews, but I just wanted to talk about how they are, my thoughts of the MagLock system, and you know what I think about PolarPro filters in general. Do I recommend them, etc. All of that kind of jazz. So we're gonna start off with I've got the PolarPro Blade as well. Big fanboy, you can call me that. That's fine. It's okay to call me a fanboy because that's basically what it is at this point. But here we are. I have the Helix VND 225PL. So this is the 225PL Mist that I've got in the threaded version, and this is just the 225PL, so it's the non-mist version because I don't always want a misty look. I don't always want a black mist look on my footage. I want sometimes a clean look, and the 225PL VND is what will get me that, and of course comes out straight. You'll see the other angle that I've got set up here of this, and yeah, this is of course very, very nice. I'm not going to go through everything. I mean, they all come with this little lens wipe and a little card inside. I'm not going to go through that because that's not as interesting as the filter itself. So I absolutely am loving these. I mean, this one's not as interesting because it is just your basic PLVND filter. And the easy part is that, here we go. Here I've got my nice Filtrox lens. Take off the lid. There you go. There's the lid off. Then you line it up and it's already on. It's just so easy. There you go. Off, on. Doesn't take time. If I want to swap lenses and I want to make sure that I've got my VND on the new lens, it takes me a fraction of a second to swap it over. And that's the beauty of the Helix MagLock system, which is why I like it a lot. Now, this one is obviously a PLVND. Another thing I love about the VND filters from PolarPro is that they have haptic stops. So you won't be able to tell, but I don't know if I can make you hear this, but there's a little click that happens when you change it from two-stop to 3 to 4 to 5. And that is very, very handy, especially if you're on the go and you want to quickly change it. You know where to stop to get that 3 stop, 4 stop, 5 stop. I don't have to look to change it. I just know where it is because of the haptic feedback. And that's really, really handy. Of course, this is a PL as well. This is a bit tight, actually. I don't know if it's meant to be that tight. Maybe it'll loosen up the more I use it. But this is a PL version, so both the rings independently move. I think I like that it's tight. I like it better because when I'm rotating the VND, the CPL aspect of it, the CPL ring isn't rotating, and then I can rotate the CPL ring independently as well. I actually like that. That's quite nice. I'm enjoying that. I didn't have the CPL version. That's not the right one. I didn't have the CPL version. I only had the threaded version. With the threaded one, when you try and rotate the VND, which is what you're going to be rotating more, the CPL turns on its own. And that was one of the big issues that I raised about these filters in one of my previous videos. I'll link that up top somewhere. But I think that, you know, with the Helix version, it doesn't seem like that they have that. So this is great. I'm just going to take that off and put the thing back. So this is great. This is the 2 to 5 stop PLVND, which is polarizer VND. So it's a 2-in-1. It's a polarizer and a 2 to 5 stop VND. And that's great. I love that. So that's that one. I'm just going to close this box. Great. And then here I've got the CineBlack filter. I mean, after this for a while, I've been contemplating about getting this guy for a while. I love this thing. This thing is so nice. It's so sad that in the UK, these are not legal carry because the blade locks. So I can't just push the blade back down. The size is fine. This is less than 3 inches. But because this blade locks, I cannot carry this out in public in the UK. I can keep it in the house, of course. If it wasn't locking, then I could. PolarPro, anybody, if you are watching this, if you make a UK legal version of this or one that's not locked when it's pulled out, I don't know what the terminology is, then that would be absolutely fantastic, because then this can be used as a very handy tool for unboxing and things. You know, it's like a multi-tool as well. It's got like a flat edge at the bottom, and then this comes out. That's also kind of really, really nice. I don't know, you guys can't see that. There you go. That's quite nice as well. You know, you can use that to use your Allen screws or whatever, and then the blade itself is very, very good. The blade itself is very, very good quality as well. But yeah, I'm liking that. So anyway, back to the filters. I mean, this is a PolarPro product as well, so not probably me talking about this in this video, I guess. It will, again, same interior things. You get the same stuff inside of here. I'm not going to really spend much time on that. And this is the CineBlack filter. It's a half mist filter, which basically gives you a film look. And I've been wanting that because, as with everybody, all content creators, I want to make more cinematic style videos. But I do want to stylize my videos a lot more. Until now, I've actually been using the Short Stash half mist everyday CPL filter to get this similar kind of effect that this thing gives. But again, I don't want a threaded filter all the time. So I did want to have one that gives me that look without having to worry about that CPL aspect of it. And this thing is great. So again, these all have the new chroma glass. So this, as well as the 2 to 5 stop, they all have the new chroma glass. They're all color accurate. They don't have as much of a shift as the old ones. And they're really, really good quality. Cinema quality glass is what it's been called. I'm really excited to try this guy out because I think, you know, you can get very experimental with mist filters. And I went for the black mist because that's the kind of look that I like. I'm not much of a gold mist person. I don't like that golden look in my videos. I'm more of a kind of dark, muted looks kind of guy, I guess. I'm warming up to the warmer tones, but I still like my cooler black tones, you know, dark shadows and things like that. So I'm learning how to crush shadows in my color grading and edits now as well, just so that I can get a more of a contrasty look in my footage. Anyway, whatever. Experimenting with filmmaking and cinematography is always fun. So trying to get better with that. So tools like this can very much help. So the CineBlack filter is also going to be quite handy to use, and these are quite nice. I love the way they are presented. I mean, it feels bulky, but get a good enough case for something like this, and they can be kept independently. They've got the defenders front and back, which makes them, you know, well protected. I could even keep the filters independently in like a proper filter case, but I like it like this because it's just nicer. Now, the one that I'm actually the most excited about is their latest release. I think it's one of their latest releases. The most interesting right now, it is the Cineflow Helix filter, and I'll put some examples from PolarPro's page on the screen so you guys can see what this thing does. And it gives you this motion effect. Like, you can add a motion effect to your still images, and I think that's really cool. I think that's you can, especially for things like street photography, product photography, you can add this really cool effect to it. I'm really excited to try this guy out, and I'm hoping that it gives me the kind of results that I'm actually looking for. So cut through, there we go. And then open this cap. Ooh, this is nice. That fell out. That's really nice. Again, same thing, comes with a little screen cleaning thing. I don't really use them. I keep them in the box because I like what they look like. I have pulled up 1 or 2 of them to use, but for the most part, I just keep them in there. So this comes in this little pouch that they've sent it in, which looks really nice. Helix prism is what they're calling it. So Cineflow. Ooh, look at that. Oh, this is heavy. This is actually heavy. So this doesn't, obviously, if you can see on the box what that actually looks like, you can imagine that this doesn't come with a front defender. So now we'll open up this guy. Oh, this one doesn't come with a back defender plate. That's a little bit interesting. I wonder if a back defender plate does work with it though. Let's see if I've got one. Let's take one of the other ones off. So yeah, a back defender plate does work with that, so that's good. I do have a spare, so I can always add that on the back. I don't know why they didn't provide one. That's really strange. But this is what that looks like. So this is, look at that. It's very nice looking. And what you do is you turn it as well. So it's rotating, so you can rotate. And when you turn it, the direction of the motion changes. So it's very slanted there. It's like a dip. It's not concave or convex. It's one side, it's like dipping down, and that causes that motion effect, which looks really cool. And again, you can, if you want to add that effect, you're using a VND or something else, you can stack this on top. But this one has to go right at the top because again, you can't stack anything on top of this. So, They also have a warp filter and some other cool ones. Yeah, so they bring out quite a few nice things. But I really do like this. I'm really excited to try specifically this one out, because I think it'll be really cool, especially for things like street photography and cars. If you check out PolarPro's Corsa page, there is a post of mine up on there. So I have done a little bit of stuff for them. Something that I shot quite a long time ago, but using PolarPro's PLVND. I think I used to have the non-mist version of the threaded one, and the PLVND, and I think I did use that. I either used that or one of these guys. So I did use a PolarPro filter for that, and that's on the PolarPro_Corsa page. I'll link it down below as an example on the front. I'm going to store that back. I'm really excited to try these 3 new filters out. I will be doing individual reviews of them with footage examples and just my overall thoughts, just like I always do. And I'll bring that. I just want to kind of unbox these on camera rather than sit and unbox them. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you do want to pick these guys up, then I'm going to leave some links down below. If you're in the US, you're a lot more luckier because you guys can get them at local prices and don't have to pay the import taxes and fees. If you are in anywhere else in the world, I'll put the PolarPro website link. I don't have an affiliate link for that, so I'll pop that there. You guys can pick it up yourselves. If you're in the UK, I will put the Amazon links in the description box below, and those are affiliate links, or associate links rather, Amazon associate links, so I will get a little bit of commission. So yeah, if you are in the market to grab some good quality filters, then PolarPro is what I would advise getting, because well, like I said, I haven't really used any of the others. I can't really compare. If any of the other filter brands who are seeing this want to try and change my mind, I am more than happy to receive your filters and do some comparisons to see which one I like better. My comparisons are never scientific. They are never scientific to the T. I'm not Gerald Undone. I like real world usage. If I think they work for me in a real world scenario and I'm not facing problems, then they're great. I've been honest about problems I've faced with the PLVND, not the threaded versions, and that's the fact that when you rotate them, there you go, the mechanism is a bit weird. When you rotate, it rotates the CPL more than it rotates the VND, and that's a little bit annoying, especially if you're trying to kind of change the stops with one hand. Again, got a whole video on that. So I'll leave you here. If you guys enjoyed the video, do consider hitting a like down below. These are some of PolarPro's best filters, I think. I'm very excited to use them, and I will bring you the follow-up videos very, very soon once I've got a chance to take them out into the wild and test them. If you have any comments or want to say anything, disagree, agree with anything I've said in the video, leave a comment down below. If you have been enjoying my videos and watching them in general, then do consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps me out. Until next time, this is Caillou24 signing out.